So lately I've been thinking about that part of the Bible where people say like once you start like treading the path of God and stuff like that, people become dedicated to misunderstanding you, or like you don't speak the same language as the people around you. And one thing that I'm really big on in the Bible is how like a lot of it is personal growth, and it's about like treading your own path. Like treading your own path, your individual path is the path of God. Your inner truth is God's truth, like that whole thing. And there's like this part where they say like once you start talking to God more, then you don't speak the same language as the people around you, because you start to acknowledge your own truth and your own individuality. And sometimes people don't understand that or can't speak that language. So, like, it's not that, like, I don't know, you're speaking an actual different language, but you're speaking from your own individual experience. You're actually understanding the thoughts in your own head a little bit better and processing your own individual experiences more. So you tend to speak a little bit differently or act a little bit differently in accordance to that, to your past experiences, to that new unearthed truth or that new growth that you're going through. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Um, yeah, like when you speak through the lens of your own experience, a lot of the time we don't know how to do that because we're not taught to. We're actually encouraged not to. So if you speak through the eyes of your own experience, you have to like over explain yourself sometimes, and most people aren't really open to listening to that. And a lot of people don't know how to listen to that because you don't speak the same language. You have different experiences, you have different mentalities and different things. And so there's no point in talking about those things to people who are dedicated to not understanding that, or people who are dedicated to not growing as people. Like a lot of people fight change and they fight the idea that like you have to grow, because people like to be comfortable. And a lot of the time, people don't grow and don't change unless they have to. And when they stay that comfortable for that long, then they become people that I personally don't want to hang out with anyway. Because I don't like people who stay stagnant. I like people who actually want to grow and want to do better. Um, and it's easy to get comfortable. But when you get too comfortable, then things get harder when they're uncomfortable because you get used to that comfort. So when things are uncomfortable, they seem a lot more drastic and a lot more, what's the word? A lot more drastic, a lot more pronounced. Like they seem like they're more extreme, than situations seem more extreme than they actually are, because you're not used to changing. You're not used to things not being comfortable. You get comfortable with not navigating new situations, so new situations seem a lot more stressful than they actually should be. And I don't fuck with people like that. I can't, it's annoying as fuck. So that's where I'm at.